Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Motorboating with Mammeries. This is Tanks for the Mammeries, and today we're on Land of Fire in the Tier 7 USS Hot-lanta light cruiser. And it's been a while since I played World of Warships, but I know they've had some patches. I wanted to go ahead and get on there and just give it a look, see what was going on. The USS Hot-lanta is my favorite ship in the game. I really enjoy playing it. It's tough at its tier, but I think it's such a beautiful ship, and I like the fact that it's just basically a fire hose of gunnery. So the other day, I decided to go ahead and update the game, install the patch, and install my Aslane's mods. So that's why you see I've got the green bars on both sides of the screen. And it's such a beautiful ship, isn't it? I really do like this ship a lot. Anyway, so it's a Tier 7 cruiser, and I know there's a lot of people out there who was a hotly contested thing for a while. What tier should it properly be in? And I think it's over tiered. I think it ought to be in a Tier 6 match, and that the Cleveland at Tier 6 ought to be protected a little bit more and turned into a Tier 7. They should just flip these two. Um, Now I'm starting to take some shots, and here's where you can see I have not played in a while because I'm just not real good at leading. Um, Even though I'm trying to correct my failure to lead enough, I'm just not doing it. So now I take a hit from the Eisenhower. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but I've seen this movie before, and I know that if I went around this corner right here, that enemy Farragut would put some torpedoes into me, and I'm like, I'm not going to go around that corner. So I back off a little bit, and then I begin my turn, because I want to see him pop out. But there are the torpedoes. So had I continued straight on that path, I would have eaten those. Now this Bismarck somehow has seen the Mahan come out of the smoke, or maybe he just was anticipating the Mahan would come out of there. So I'm going to let those torpedoes end, and then I'm going to swing back around to support the Mitsuki and the Mahan against the destroyers the enemy has on this side of the map. Because, while this is my favorite ship, I do kind of feel like the job of this is to go ahead and whittle out all the destroyers on the enemy's team before you start moving into the cruisers and battleships. So my my friend in the Mahan there puts his rack of torpedoes down the left side of the island, and I'm going to put mine down the right side of the island because I'm figuring that destroyer maybe he's going to pop out of the smoke over on this side. And if he does, I'm going to do to him what he tried to do to me, because he's certainly not going anywhere where those torpedoes are on the left side of the island. So I can continue to follow the Mahan and Mitsuki over here now that I know there's no more torpedoes, and that Mitsuki's probably going to spot whatever's going to fire out of that smoke screen, but I get detected. So I'll just swing a little wide of the island, keep my guns trained over here, and I'm figuring that destroyer is in that smoke screen right there since I'm being detected. And he's about to pop up right over here. And my guns are pretty much right on target already. So I go to fire. Again, decent lead that time, but now he's going to pull back in, so I'll get a couple more shots into him. I knock out his steering and set him on fire, which is cool, but of course, it wouldn't be a Motorboating with Mammeries video without a fucking island in the way. So I've managed to hit that, but it's probably a good thing that I did hit that, or I would have turned the other direction and gotten some of those torpedoes. So he's down and out, which means that we've killed one of them. That's good stuff. And now we've got to find the other one that's over on this side. So as I get back into the game here, I am going to spin around and start taking some shots at this Mitsuki that's popped up here. And again, you can see that I'm not leading it quite enough. Although it was a good spread on those guns, and I'm going to hit him once, and I'm going to hit him a couple more times right here, even though he's disappeared. It just wasn't quite enough lead. So an HE. I probably ought to switch to AP. I didn't do that. But I'm figuring that these islands here are low enough that when the Mayhan spots that Mitsuki, I should be able to take some shots at him. And it turns out that that's the case. But I didn't have him marked, and they didn't make it over the island in time. So guys now going to try and put some shots in on him as he goes behind the island. Lead wasn't great enough for that one. And there's the Mitsuki. So our Mayhan is putting some torpedoes in the water. Put some shots out. They're just too far behind. I should have let him more, and I didn't. So I had slowed down. Because I knew some torpedoes were going to be coming down that channel. And I did the right thing. Again, I've seen that movie before, but my problem is I put myself on that Colorado's radar, and as I start to speed up, and look at my ship, it's almost full health. Ouch, 16,120 damage in one salvo. I sat still for too long. That really hurt. I got a shellacking from that fucking guy. Oh well. Still alive. So, me and the Mayhan are going to chase this Mitsuki down. The Mayhan smokes, the Mitsuki's smoked. These guys are both pretty good drivers. And I gave the Mayhan some shit at the beginning, but actually he's a pretty good driver here. So they're going to start having it out with each other, and I'm figuring I'm probably, once I get into this smoke over here, I'm going to be safe from the Gneisenau and anybody else who wants to start taking shots at me. So I'm just hoping that I don't eat some torpedoes that are going to be coming down this side. So Gneisenau's in range. I'm going to go ahead and put some in on him. Hopefully they'll get there. I'm in the smoke. He does not see me. So I'm hoping they'll make it to him. And now it's just a matter of waiting on that Mitsuki to pop out of the smoke. And there's some torpedoes. So again, I slowed down, stayed in my smoke screen. Now I can put some fire into the Gneisenau, because my torpedoes did not make it. Well, my thought is, I'll go ahead and get around back. If I can get around the back of this island while our Mayhan is in the front of the island, I ought to be able to put some shots into that guy. And the Mitsuki's gone around. He's fired torpedoes. I don't have to worry about those. He's just basically in duel with our Mayhan. So I'm hoping I get some shots in on him here. Again, just not leading quite good enough. Not quite good enough. But guess who is available to be shot at? And I'm in a tail chase with this guy. You know, I guess I just need to spend more time practicing. I've switched over to AP for some fucking stupid reason. I don't know why I did that, but I did. Now I've switched back to AP so I can get some more fire into this guy. I just love the guns on this thing. I really do. But my direction of travel is almost perpendicular to his. And so I need to adjust my... he's firing at me now. So I have to correct my angle so I can chase him down, because he just kept getting further and further away from me. And I wasn't leading him enough, again, with the lead issues. The rest of our team, as you can tell by the lack of green health bars on the other side of the water there, our team has done really well on hitting the enemy. And we're now pretty much ported into this guy's map. And just see how bad my lead is? But I got a fire show for that, whatever the fire show is. I'm starting to see some new, like, awards popping up. And I'm not really sure exactly what they all mean. But he's got some fires on him now. These shots are not really landing on him. I'm getting like one or two. The rest of them are falling just short. And I actually had my... There he goes. So there's a few more coming in there. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was with me, but I was trying, and I just was not doing a very good job of hitting this fucking guy. There we go. Yeah, a lot of them are falling short. Finally got another fire set on him. This guy's, he's just toast. There's nothing he can do now. He's just... He probably got up and went to get some more potato chips. This guy, bless his heart. There's a certain point in time where I just give up. Look how bad I'm shooting. Absolutely just blowing it with this guy at this point. These are free. This is free damage. I'm just totally not doing it. It was like I could not make my hands work. So for whatever it's worth, he's burning to death. He's almost done. There we go. Now, there is nothing left on this side of the map. The only ships that are remaining are on the other side. There's 4 ships left. There's the Cleveland, the York, and 2 Bismarcks. And they're all in the last cap. We're at 770. And I'm going to race as fast as I can to get to the other side of the map here. And I'm hoping to get there before any of these, either before the clock runs out or before these guys get sunk. Because there are a whole bunch of our ships on that side of the map. We've only lost 3 so far. And pretty much everybody but me and this Mahan are on that side of the map. So we're rushing as fast as we can to get over there to try and do something to the ships that are left. And so let's just speed it up a little bit. Alright, so they're not quite in range yet, but they're getting there. And again, the Mahan just starts randomly shooting at sinking objects in the ocean. Okay, well that's cool, but I don't know. Maybe just keeping his guns warm. So almost there. I'm hoping I can start putting some shots in on the York in the very near future. Because I really haven't done a tremendous amount of damage. I mean, only 2 fires out of that, so pretty much every single round that landed was in the 200 to 300 damage range. Nothing more than that, which is what you expect with a ship like this. It's basically a, you know, a woodpecker, and you're not going to get, you know, citadels with this thing. So I haven't found the range of the York yet. This round, this salvo right here should start hitting. There we go. Started figuring it out. Yeah. So you're averaging about 300 damage per shell that hits. Now I've got it figured out. Yeah, this is it for this point. He's going to be toast starting about now. He doesn't know whether to shit or go blind. There we go. He's on fire. He's burning to death. There we go. So he's toast. Now who else can I shoot at? He got some torpedoes off, but they weren't at me. And that's pretty much it. That's going to be the end of this fight. So I'll put up the post-game stats next. Again, love the Hot-lanta. It's a glass cannon. It's a glass fire hose. I think it's tiered too high. That argument's been had a million times. But nice to be back playing some World of Warships. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stick around for the post-game stats, and I will catch you on the next one. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as to Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. I am on all of those, and really do. I'll see you on the battlefield. Don't forget to like and subscribe.